Today we're going to discuss Chapter 6, Production Process. First is to create production order, then release to shop floor, then issue components, then report completion. The production order is the main document in the production process. It records the progress of the production process for each item produced. Production orders can come from recommendations, right? Types of bills of materials or BOM. First is production. This is a BOM used in production order. The parent item is a finished material. Right? Sales. This BOM is used for sales documents. The parent item must be in sales items only. Right? Third is assembly. This BOM is similar to the sales bills of materials. It represents a collection of individual items in a set with a specific price. Alright. Template. This BOM has no restrictions. Both the parent and the is categorized by it represents both the parent and the children. Can be type of any items. It can be used in sales and purchasing documents. Okay. Next is category for the parent item. You have to create item master records for the finished products in the system. These are represented by parent item in the bill of materials. Depending on the BOM type, you must have a certain category maintained in the item master record of the finished product. Okay. There. For assembly and sales, BOMs are finished and products has to be sales item. Okay. For production BOM, product, and if you want to purchase this item, you can define it as a purchase item. If you want also to sell it, you can also define it as sales item if you produce it for stock as component for a parent item. Templates can have each of the three attributes: purchased, sales, and inventory items. Okay, next is the phantom item. Phantom item is a sub-assembly in the BOM that does not actually exist in the inventory. It is used to simplify the BOM. Although the phantom item appears in the BOM, the production order will show the components needed to make the phantom item rather than the phantom item itself. Okay. This is the item master data for production order. This is the Windows production order. Okay. Then bill of materials. Depends on what Okay. Now, types of production order: standard production order, special production order, and disassembly production order. Production order is a command to produce or repair a production item. The production order supports the planning and assembly of production item. It also tracks all the material transactions and costs that are involved in the process. Okay. So, now, the standard production order is based on the production BOM. You use it to produce a regular production item. You manage material transactions of the regular production process. In addition, you can change components at the production stage when you open a new standard production order. And this is the template. Use the special production order to produce and repair or to perform activities that are not necessarily bill of materials item. For example, repair order for customer equipment cards or repair order for assembly. Okay, here, this is the production order. You can select standard, special, and assembly. Okay, use this assembly production order to disassemble a parent item of a regular order. Okay. Stock and exchanges. In a standard or special production order, components are used out of inventory when the production order is completed. The finished product is received into stock. The details of the stock movements are shown above. Okay. Main steps in production process. First, select production order type, select parent type, enter quantity to be produced, enter finish. For production, make any desired adjustments to components and warehouse quantities, say production. Okay, that's the first step. Create a production order. This is the first step to create production order. Okay, you can click add or cancel it. Okay, let's cancel it. Initial set as planned and then release order to begin with. Okay, to issue components, there are two things: manual and backflush. Manual is to control the quantity issued, and precise timing possible, and backflush is commonly used items and typically quantities used. Okay, report completion. This is last step. When you report completion to the system, it receives finished item into inventory, issues the sorry, it issues the sorry. It issues the backflush components and calculates the cost of producing the item. Right, that's the last step. Then for standard and special orders, reporting completion post finish the product in the inventory. For this assembly production orders, reporting completion post the components to the inventory. At this stage, you can reject items. First, go to production, then production order, then select special, planned, disassembly, planned, standard. Okay, status. Okay, you can copy all that. That's it. Let's not change that. You can pause the video here if you want to read more about this in detail. Quantities, quantity, rejected, dates. Okay. Cost of goods sold. The cost of goods sold are summarized in the summary tab of the production order. After the completion of item, the production order status should be changed from list to close. Okay, so in order to do this, let's go to production order, summary, and then costs. Okay, planned. Okay, one can check the corresponding journal entry. Okay, generated by the transaction by clicking on the golden arrow beside the journal remark field. Okay, this is right click, then related activities. Okay, sorry for the long pause. It's not showing, so yeah, there you go, activity. So okay, now defective and spoiled units. These are cases when the item expected from production does not meet the criteria for completion. Okay, you can tag the system must reject in the type field of received from production window. Reject quality there, and items reflected in the reject quality field is okay. Now let's go to materials requirement planning. Okay, you could pause the video here to see the full detail, but the general idea is that material cost or material planning, requirement planning is the most in generic sense a set of planning techniques that use bill of materials data, inventory data, and simply inputs from scheduled production and purchase orders, as well as demands, inputs from actual and forecasted orders to calculate material requirements for made or bought items. Okay. Now, and in the item master record, there are several fields with MRP. First is planning method, then procurement method, make to generate production, okay, order interval, order multiple, minimum order quantity, lead time, okay, steps in using the materials requirement planning. A forecast. You should go to MRP. Okay, MRP. There you go. Then forecast. Then forecast code is control A. Or control A. No, let's control A. There you go. Now we can input whatever dates we want. This is the dates today.